Good evening. Yay. Sorry for the mess in my living room. It's been a long day. Oh, yeah, today it started out too bad. I was getting things done. Did the drywall patchwork. And then the maintenance guy came to finish putting in the new ceiling fan over there. My sister calls. Hi, Hendrickson. I forgot what your first name is. How's your day been? Um, in August, we have a celebration of life for my oldest sister. And my one sister called to let me know that she wasn't going to be able to make it. Um, hey, Skinner! Farms. Josh! Hey, Mitchell. And so she's not going to be able to make it because she can't afford the airline to come down. She's done everything she could, um, which is sad. But my other sister is going to be bringing vials, and I'm going to fill it with trash and seal it, and then I'll send it to my other sister. Then my other sister called to let me know that the estate lawyer. How are you two today? I don't want to sit here and do all the talking. I guess you can't talk. You type. One, two, three. Tell who's in the room. Oh gosh, please don't keep doing this. Job. So it's just been one of those days that I really would have liked to turn my phone off and lock me in a room and not let anybody. Oh yeah, I went and harvested the herbs, and I got. Then I went and my dragon tail radishes. Oh, those are so good. I am gonna grow those again. Then I went and top dressed my garden beds, the new ones. It's got something in the garden to do. I mean, I could have done more, I guess. But I like doing it in the morning when it's a little bit cooler. Ain't it? What the heck? Hey, Miss Fruity. No, dang it. I mean, I guess I can talk to. So, Lindsay, my daughter, sent me a little video of my granddaughter that I call Ladybug, and Ladybug was chasing Monkey, which is what I call my grandson. I don't I don't know what to do about but when it's buffering. What do I do to buffer? Because it's not like showing it on my side. I mean, I upped my internet speed and everything, and my internet should be good. It's not. It did a couple times tell me that it was unstable, but it hasn't done it for a while now. I could see if the Wi-Fi part of it's working better than this, but I'm afraid if I do that, that I might lose the chat. Like when I tried to refresh last week. All right. Is it still buffering? You know, one of the lives last night was like too. Well, one of the lives last night was they were having issues with it buffering all the time. Let me check this wire. It didn't seem loose. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's sort of on. Besides my, well, that's anybody actually, but Fruity does stay up. Fruity, my friend Fruity, she's in here. Fruity Miss. Um, she's in the UK, so she stays up late to be able to come to my live. Which, that takes a good friend, a very special friend. Love you, Fruity. Any better? Is this any better? All right, cool. So, and it's better than I guess. Um, I thought we would do, since we really didn't get to go do it last week. I would reopen it up to you guys can ask me questions, and I will answer them to the best of my ability and truthfully, of course. Now, Fruity, you said you had your questions ready. Fruity, Eileen, she makes the best looking apple, fried apple pies. The garden. Actually, it's more like getting back to it. I did do a lot of gardening with my grandmother and my great aunts as a child. Um, and I had a little bit of container gardening here and there. But a couple of years ago, I got really sick, and you know that part, Fruity. So I'm not going to really. Well, I guess I could. To the point where the doctors were not sure if I was going to make it. I was in the hospital for over 30 days. I was on a ventilator for 4 or 5 days. Um, and basically, I was told I really needed to change my life, be more healthier. So the garden was part of that going back and being healthier because I've always believed that homegrown vegetables and fruits and stuff are the healthiest that you can get, especially if you're trying not to use anything that's not organic. Live in water. So I drink 2 or 3 of these a day, and they're 32 ounce. It's a little bit more than what you're supposed to, but a recommendation. No, not Coke. And it's not Coke. I drink Coke Zero when I have soda. No, I've really cut back on the soda. Cut back on the coffee. I am drinking a little bit more hot tea. Drinking a whole lot more water. I usually have 1 glass of milk a day. I've dropped down to 2%. I don't drink too much juice. So yeah, my drinking habits are pretty boring. Yeah, um, a little bit over 2 liters. The rest of what they recommend can be made up in coffee, tea. I wouldn't count soda just because there's a lot of stuff in soda that, yeah, that's something that needs to be sparingly. Um, what else have I done? I do a lot more uh, cooking from scratch. If I don't do from scratch, I do at least semi homemade. Like if I run out of the tomato sauce that I make at home, I from the stuff in the garden, well, what I can, um, I'll buy tomato sauce from the store and then make my uh, rest of it. But to me, it's not fully homemade, so it's semi homemade. I also increased my activity and the garden. That is a whole lot of activity. That's a lot of work, and I never really thought about it until just now. Is I'm out there hours for a lot of the morning, actually. We're running back and forth. Um, okay, give me another question. My grandma and my great aunts taught me. My aunt Kathy did too. So I usually, besides going and helping with the garden, when it came canning time during what remainder of hello Bryce De, De Castro. Please let me know if I said that right. Project Frankenstein. um, when the gardens would start producing, then my parents loaned me out to the other family members to help with the canning and stuff like that. That's how I learned. Now, see, I think the sounds of Project Frankenstein might be interesting. I'm sorry, I heard my wind chimes. I don't know if you guys could hear them, but we have a breeze going on. Mm. Hello. Please start looking for someone, evidently. Eileen, do you have a question for me? Oh, Fruity, that new one. I just absolutely love the new one. Where it's got like 15 or 20 chimes, and it's just so pretty. The little boy that comes and visits my garden every day, he'll go up there and he'll just run his hand through them, making them sound, and then he just giggles. I gotta get a water. Oh, the little boy is only probably 3 3 probably. Yeah, he's just adorable. He never says a word, but he looks at the wind chimes and he looks at the pinwheels. And I put pinwheels up in my garden because then I can see um, how fast my wind is blowing. In this apartment, we've been here 4 years. It's been about 4 years, yeah. Now, in this apartment building, we've been here 7 years. And we've lived in Kentucky now 10 to 15 years. Piggy! Oh, Lordy, we got to stop talking about Piggy. Because he's over there eating all that good food that Eileen makes. Piggy, you can ask me any question and I will answer it honestly and fully to my ability. I really made a really simple dinner tonight. It was hamburger gravy over mashed potatoes and sweet peas. Sweet peas on the side. I want to know what Fruity had for dinner. Oh. Now that just ain't fair, Eileen. I want some homemade nachos. Bryce, how have you been today? Oh, shit. You know what I forgot? I forgot my afternoon vitamins. Bryce, what do you do? That is if you can tell us. I can show you what I do. Well, besides cooking, gardening. This is what I do. No, I do some other art too, but that was easy and handy. Eileen, that's awesome. I like that. What's bronze bikiniti? Not sure I know what that is. Oh, I bet that is fun. I the first time I went to college, I started to go for a business degree, and then with three kids and a full time job, I ended up having to um, drop out. But then in my 40s, I went back to school, back to college, and I went and got my bachelor's degree in studio art. And I'm happy doing my art. Thank you, Eileen. Thank you, Bryce. Piggy! All right, hold on. You guys, I gotta scroll back. Blue. If pancakes were blue and grass is colorless, how many unicorns does it take to dig to the moon? Hmm. One, you can't dig to the moon. But if you could, it would take one. Because only one would be crazy enough to do that. Hey, and I answered it to my best ability. Now I could have just went and played off it. Now, if I played off of what you asked me, if pancakes are blue, which there are some if they have blueberries mashed up into the batter, and grass is colorless, if the grass was colorless, cows would not eat it, sheep would not eat it, and then we wouldn't have meat. Okay. Well, I guess you might have some birds. Maybe. No, because they like the grass seed. They eat the grass seed. So, yeah. Okay. And because of that, there would be zero unicorns digging to the moon because there would be no unicorns because they didn't have grass to eat. um, Maybe I tend to overthink things and I tend to let my imagination go, but yet at sometimes it's the logic in it too. Eileen did I oh yeah, I answered. Bryce, your turn. You can ask me anything. Do we have someone else come back in or in again or oh I my favorite thing to paint. Quite honestly, whatever pops into my head because I do not tend to paint things like from a photograph or whatever. I actually tend to work with the paint with the energy that I'm feeling at that time. So even though I can plan, I'm going to do this, 9 out of 10 times it's going to turn out like this because of how I paint. I I actually there's I like them all actually. Everything from oil and oil is probably my favorite because you can work with it more as far as that goes, and you can blend a lot better with oil. Acrylics I like because they do dry fast. So if I want to do a fast painting that I can make and ship off the next day, the day after it's finished. That's when the acrylic's really good. They don't blend as well as oil and watercolor. Um, I like that for like when I'm outside because it doesn't. I can have a board say the size of this tablet, and I can tape the watercolor paper to it. This is a lot smaller than that. So watercolor works a lot better for me when I'm doing painting outside. Um, the only thing is you really do have to know how to do it because too much water and the paint will run, too little water and it doesn't look right. So my ultimate favorite medium to use is oil. And then there's also Chinese watercolor, which I've done Gucci. I like it too. It's not as uh, how do I put it, touchy as the watercolors that we use here in the U.S. The other way I like to paint is with ink, Chinese ink paintings. But my favorite type of art, if you want to go to that, I can't do anymore. I'm allergic to the dust that it creates, and that's pottery. My pottery is handmade. It is not thrown on a potter's wheel. I don't know how many of you remember being in school and you made those little ashtrays that you with the clay and you rolled. That's how those are made. Just a lot more complicated. Do I need to bring that vase up here so you guys can see it better? Freddie, you're next again. It's your turn. It says we have 6 people in here. Am I not seeing somebody? Or someone being quiet? Which, we can't do. Oh, I seldom can be real quiet anymore. What else? I do some photography. I should have took movie making. Yeah, I should have took that. And unfortunately, I can't now because they no longer have visual arts at the universities that I went to. Piggy, is Charlie your dog or is it one of your cats? No, it says 6 people in here, and there's 4 of us talking. I mean, not everybody has to talk. I was just wondering because I didn't go through StreamYard because I still haven't figured it out. I am IT challenged. Yeah, Fruity. Yeah, you and I are a lot alike though, outside of my art. See, and I know why Fruity likes me. I know why she likes me. It's called my garden. She wants to come raid it and have me cook the food. No, not really, but yeah. But it's part of it. I keep telling her she needs to move from the UK down to here. Oh, that's right. I knew one of your cats were a little bit because I have a little bit. Eventually, I might remember that, Piggy, but there is no guarantees. Oh, Fruity, I think if you came to the US and lived near me, this place would never be the same. Holy Lord. Whew, just thinking of it. Bryce, please come visit again and subscribe and like and all that fun stuff. Please. It'll help my little channel out. Mr. Books and Belly, Steven, how are ya? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I really need to start a GoFundMe account so that we can get Fruity Miss to the US. Jesus. Oh well, yeah, Fruity. Yeah, oh yeah. tonight what we're doing is you can ask me any question. I will answer it honestly and to the best of my ability. And believe me, Piggy gave me a really good one. I had to use my imagination for that one. Oh boy, buddy. Not like I don't have any. Yes, keep it G rated, please. Oh, Mr. Steven, you haven't ever gotten to see my art, have you? People not picking up after their dog when it poops in the front yard. I shouldn't have. We shouldn't have to put a fence around for people to be courteous enough to pick up after their pets. Yep. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Steve, for you, I'll grab the one that most people drool over. Now, mind you, I get to 50 subscribers, and I will do a painting, and I will send it to that person. It won't be this big though, because this is 2 foot by 3 foot. Thank you, Mr. Boot. Oh, Stephen. Thank you, Pineapple. I really want to keep calling you Pineapple because I like pineapple. In fact, I have pineapple sage growing. And when you pick the leaves, it smells like pineapple. And I love the smell of pineapple. Okay. Yeah, who when we get to the 50 subscriber point, we'll do, I don't know, however you do it. Maybe I'll just make you guys guess numbers, and whoever gets the right numbers per se, then I will have you email me, and then we'll talk about what you would like. Actually, I had seen one a couple years ago, but I haven't seen any in a while. Oh yeah, pineapple, pineapple, pineapple bacon, pineapple pork chops, ham and pineapple. What else? Oh, hamburgers with grilled pineapple. Mm-mm-mm. Um, if I could figure a way of making it with steak, I probably would. Oh, then there's chicken and pineapple. So many ways to make chicken and pineapple together. Fruity, you just like fruit. I have been so terrible to my friend Fruity here. Every time I pick strawberries out of the garden, I tell her about it. Well, I talk about food a lot, Fruity. I mean, come on. I do actually, I really do a lot of cooking. I mean, 3 meals a day, that are at least semi homemade, if not homemade. I am a food tease. Yes, I am. Yeah, pretty, but at least grab you a little bit of fruit before you go to bed. Fruit, I find soothing, or a glass of milk. I usually do one or the other before bed. All right, Mr. Steven, give me a question. Hence the name, right, Fruity? What? Okay, Fruity, since I don't have a question. Oh, wait. In the city, it's now been, well, when I moved into this apartment, so that'd be 6, 7 years. Yeah, I mean, the other answer to that is way too long because I want chickens and pigs and cows and sheep and goats. I want goat cheese. I want to be able to make homemade goat cheese. Yeah, and there's so many different ways or flavors that you can add to goat cheese. Garlic, basil. No, not too long, but I do miss it a lot. This isn't the first time I've lived not in city, but like in town. Um, but it's never been for a long time. No, and it's usually been on the outer skirts. I could not do downtown or where everybody lives. Hey, Piggy, that's fine. Family comes first. You need to eat. Please, light, love, and hugs for you and Eileen. Did he do good? How did they do? All right, Steve, you guys have a good night. Have fun. Maybe take him out to some ice cream afterwards. That's what I want. Ice cream. Ice cream. Fruity Mr. Boots and Bounty. His real name is Steven. His wife's name is Casey. I only know Piggy is Piggy and Eileen is Eileen. I only know Pineapple is Pineapple. Thank you, Pineapple, for coming. You have a wonderful evening. But we had more people tonight. I am so excited about that. It was really, really awesome. Hopefully it'll keep getting a little bigger. Maybe next week I'll have a topic. We'll do a topic night. Yeah, we can call it short if you want to, Fruity, if you want to go to bed. At least the oh my gosh, it's Carpenter Self Alliance. I watch your channel. I love your channel. I love your channel. He's got animals, Fruity. I can't have animals. But, well, I can have a little bit. My cat. But yeah. Oh, like big pigs or baby pigs. You're going to videotape it, right? On a farm or on a homestead in Kentucky. Though, my sister would like me to move back to Washington, but yeah, that's not happening. Oh, I want a piggy. So we never had like pigs or chickens or anything like that, but I have always wanted. I did do the one summer when I was a kid. We did stay at a friend of ours who had an apple orchard um, when my dad was in the hospital, um, and they had chickens, and so she let me go out and get the chickens and everything, and then on the weekends I would help her clean out the chicken coop. But she'd make me wear a mask or like a bandana. Little pigs are so cute. Big pigs are cute too. I remember at when I lived in Nebraska, and they would do the rodeo thing, and they'd have the young kids ride the pigs. Instead of a bull riding, so it was pig riding. For I think it was like uh, either 10 or 12 and under. But man, it was always so funny. I mean, no one stayed on the pigs for very long. I mean, they people stay on bulls longer than they do the pigs. I just always thought that was interesting. They would also do something similar with and so instead of where you the rope where you rope the cows in the thing, I forget what it's called. But then for the kids, they would have where um they wouldn't rope them, but they had to take the sheep down. Trying to think of what that was called. It's hard to remember when you get up to my age, sort of, kind of, and have a heart attack. Yeah. So, hiya. I'm 52, and some days I feel old. I feel better when I'm out in the garden, though. I always feel really young when I'm out working in my garden. um, yeah, pretty. So does a hypothyroid. Yeah, so my brain's been, my memory has been shot since I was diagnosed with a hypothyroid when I was 18. So started noticing more memory issues in my late 20s. Some days you know, me and my kids have a really good relationship. We joke around a lot, so please understand this. There's times when I said, "Well, after having you three kids, it's a surprise I remember my own name." And my kids are just usually like, "Yeah, right, mom." And Freddie, my son, still says he will not be in a video. Lindsay said when they come down for Christmas, she'll do a video with me. And my sister Becca, when she comes down in August, said she'll do a video with me also. So you guys are gonna get to meet some of my family since the only family that lives here in Kentucky with me, and that is my son. So it's a pretty fun thing and exciting thing for me to get to see my family. Oh no, Fruity, the thing is with my son Steven, if he was here, you guys wouldn't. We'd be rolling. We would just be rolling in laughter because a lot of people say we don't act like mother and son. Okay, I will be watching for that, Carpenter. Is there another name I can call you by, or is just Carpenter all right? So, do you still do carpentry work, Jerry? What? Oh, shit. Sorry. I really try not to cuss. I'm sorry. Jerry, where do you live? I don't think I quite remembered. Okay. Yes, Fruity, I did. Oh. Yeah, I would when I first went to your thing, I go, but it's carpenter. He's supposed to work with what I don't see him working with what he's not building stuff. Now that makes sense. Oh, South Carolina. I have been there a couple of times. It's a beautiful state. Beautiful state. Rudy, and you're not going to let me forget it, are you? Rudy can tell you some of the silly things I have done. Rudy has in uh, been to my life ever since I started. Not that I'm very old with it, but yeah. Oh, and Jerry, I can understand that. You may just have to remind me a couple of times that your name is Jerry. But I love what you do on your channel. Um, I love the animals. I think you have a garden too, don't you? If I remember it. Trying to think if you're the one with all the corn that the birds were plucking out. Because there's like two channels that starts with carpenter, and they're both homesteaders. Yeah, when I first got on to talking, like in the going into the live chats, I have my first and last name and I changed it when I realized when I'm going in and there's that many people there, it might not have been a good thing. Yeah, last night we had some bad storms here, and of course, I don't have as much corn as you do. I got 5 rows of five. And yeah, the wind has blown several of them over. But yeah, they like you just said, they stood back up. A couple of them I had to help a little bit, but yeah, they are fine. I'm so happy. This is like this is the third time I've grown corn. The first time did good, but that's when I found out you're supposed to have 4 to 5 rows, and I only had one. But they still did okay. Last year's corn didn't do good at all, and then this year it's looking really, really, really good, and I'm so excited. I just want enough so that come Thanksgiving we can have corn on the cob. Maybe Christmas if I'm really lucky. I would like that too. Um, my yellow squash is looking good, but my zucchini plants are still littleish, but they're getting better. They're starting to grow. I have one bed with the tomatoes that's doing really good, and then one bed with tomatoes that's not doing as good, but it's a newer bed. So I'm just thinking that um, it's a new bed. Well, plus I have to buy the soil, so at the store, which is not the best. They don't. I have been doing amendments to it. Do a little amendment, wait a week or two, then do a little bit more. It's a process. It's work. You could send some of that beef to me. Just joking. I know price of beef is just outrageous. At least here in town. Yeah, that's another thing I gotta get this year is a deep freeze, which I do not have a big apartment. I'm in an apartment. My garden consists of 7 high raised garden beds, um, 3 strawberry tower, one strawberry tower, and 2 herb towers. Um, 4 the grow bags for my potatoes. Oh wow, good job. It's hard to be 100% antibiotic free. So and I'm the only one that my landlord lets do this because I had proven that I take care of things. In fact, I was doing drywall patchwork for him in my bathroom today for the first time, and the maintenance guy said I did good. I did good, and then he told me what the next steps would be to do it. Just because I want to learn, I love learning new stuff. I like trying new things. So yes, I patched drywall today. The maintenance man, Fruity, said that I did really good for my first time. So now I gotta wait a couple days, let it dry, and then he said run the thingy over it, the scraper thingy, to get any big lumps that might be there. And then after that, I have to sand it, and then we have to reapply it again. And then I get to paint the bathroom after it's all done. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. I really surprised myself. And from the day I was born until I was 18, 19, 19. From so birth to 19. So yeah, I do know a lot about growing fruit. And then one of our places in Nebraska, we had fruits. Let's see, we had pie cherries, apricots, plums, nectarines, Concord grapes, and I think that was all of that there. I do. I do. Fruity, I do it because I also very much love fruit. Though with my A1C, my doctor says I can't eat as much of the fruit as I used to. So one serving of fruit a day is all that he wants me to have. I could pick out on fruit. I could have it for dinner and be happy. That melts that way with vegetables too, and beef and pig, pork. Okay, I'm good. I'm pretty good all the way around, except for sushi. I do not like sushi. I do not like raw meat. Well, rare, but not raw. Fruity is after midnight. You're gonna get in trouble. Any more questions before we head out of here? Because I do have evening chores I have to do yet. Nope. You sure? Okay. Well then. Are you kind of like interested in him, or him interested in you? Carpenter's uh, um Jerry, Jerry. Thank you, please. We will be doing these Tuesday nights at 6. I'm not changing my time anymore because Fruity is in the UK. She stays up until 11 at night to be able to come to my live, and I'm not going to change it again. I won't do 5 o'clock because too many people are eating dinner at that time. I eat between 4 and 5 and 5. Am I close, Fruity? Or are you going to email me the answer to that question? Um, Carpenter, me and Fruity know each other from another site also. Oh, I love allergies. I have allergies galore outside, some inside, especially dust. So yeah, having a garden great for my allergies. I can't say specifically here, but I think the two of you like each other. We'll just leave it at that. Time, Jerry. Okay, I will after I get off here. So good night, or I will pet you in the morning when I get up, or feed you. I get it in the morning. All right. Night, y'all. Have a blessed evening. Come and see us again. Oh shoot! How do I click out of here now? Oh, there it is. Night. Until next time. Blessings be.